Alright, so chapter 7, lesson 7 should make some of our algebraic expressions that we see a little bit easier to solve. It's really a pretty easy video and concept. I don't think it'll take too long at all to go through, and therefore you should have plenty of time to have homework done and get some MobyMax time in for mathematics. So we're going to be talking about combining like terms, and it's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to combine, we're going to add together like terms, so terms, groupings of numbers or numbers by themselves, numbers and letters, inside of algebraic expressions that are alike, and putting them together. So when we look at this information that's given, we see algebraic expressions here, and then they begin to break it down for you. So we have algebraic expressions, and then here they separate them into terms. So 5x plus 3y minus 2x, and then in the terms it's 5x, 3y, 2x. So what did they remove? Remove the math symbols, right? That's it. So terms are anything inside of a math expression without the math work to do. So I just take them and put them over there. X times z squared plus 4z plus 12z squared. The terms are the xz squared, 4z, and 12z squared. They can indeed be numbers by themselves. Here I have 15 minus 3x plus 5. The terms are 15, 3x, and 5. So the terms that seem to confuse a lot of you, even though it was a vocab word in your book in 7.4, are just simply the things inside of a math problem without the math work included. Now when I talk about like terms then, it's showing you that here's an x and here's an x, so I have 5x and 2x. And here's a z squared and a z squared, so I'm talking about the z squares. And here I just have whole numbers, 15 and 5. So I'm talking about just the whole numbers. They are alike. If they are whole numbers by themselves, doesn't matter if you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. They're whole numbers. There aren't any variables with them. If there are variables, then they have to be variables that are the same. It can't be a and a squared. It can't be an a and b. Like terms means they are alike. So like terms, same letters, no letters, meaning numbers by themselves, etc. Going to combine them, going to put them together. So once again, this is our thinking page in our thinking process, and we'll have two of these, one that's got pictures and everything drawn for us for a graphic source, and then the next one we're going to just do on our own. So the information that we're given: baseball caps cost $9 and patches cost $4. Shipping is $8 per order. The expression of 9n plus 4n plus 8 gives the cost in dollars of buying caps with patches for n players. So n is just number. How many are on the team? How many players do you have? Simplify the expression. Simplify, make it smaller. Of 9n plus 4n plus 8 by combining like terms. You can use the graphic organizer to help you solve the problem, which we're going to use. What do I need to find? Well, I need to simplify the expressions of 9n, 4n, and 8. So that's my expression from the math problem, and I need to simplify it. What information do I need to use? I need to use like terms of 9n and, well, the other like term is 4n. So I need to fill that in. How will I use the information? Well, this says I can use a bar model to find the sum of the terms. Sum means what? Addition should have popped into your head. So the like terms. So I'm going to draw a bar model to add sum these two terms of 9n and 4n. I have 9 of them drawn. I have 4 of them drawn. And I know that when I add 9 and 4, I get 13. So the model shows me that 9n plus 4n is 13n. And so my new expression, my simplified expression, instead of 9n plus 4n plus 8, is just going to be, since I have like terms of n, 13n plus 8. So a simplified expression of the cost in dollars is 13n plus 8 Next one. Paintbrushes. Paintbrushes normally cost $5 each, but they are on sale for $1 off. And that is, by the way, $1 per paintbrush. A paintbrush case costs $12. So the thing that you carry your paintbrushes in, right? The expression 5p minus p plus 12. So 5 paintbrushes minus 1 paintbrush plus 12 can be used to find the cost in dollars of buying p paintbrushes on sale plus a case for them. Simplify the expression 5p minus p plus 12 by combining like terms. What do I need to find? Well, I need to find the values of like terms, right? That's where I'm going to start, because I'm just simplifying my expression. Did it ask me to solve? No. I'm not asked to find the answer to the question. I'm asked to simplify the expression. What information do I need to use? Well, I need to use the 5p minus p. Now notice I put in parentheses the 1. What the p represents is the fact that we're taking $1 off per paintbrush, and that's what we call in mathematics as an understood 1. At the letters by itself, I know that I could be multiplying it by 1, and that really doesn't change as long as I can combine my terms. Plus 12. And how will I use the information? I'm going to combine them in order to solve for it. So if I have 5p minus the 1p, or just p on itself, plus 12, then I know my p's are my like terms. That's why I put the 1 there, because if you take 5p and you minus p, you may not think, well, that's not really a like term. Well, it is, because they're both p, they both have the same variable with them. So if I understand that's a 1, then my subtraction that I do, 4p minus 1p, gives me 4p plus 12. So what that is saying is, if I know how many people are ordering this, or how many paintbrushes are being ordered, I'm spending $4 per paintbrush, then I'm also going to spend $12 on the case. Alright, so then I go to question 1, which is my share and show practice questions, right? So a museum admission costs $7. And tickets to the Mammoth exhibit cost $5. Mammoth, big hairy elephant. The expression 7p plus 5p represents the cost in dollars for p people. We don't know how many people are in our group. To visit the museum and attend the exhibit. Simplify the expression by combining like terms. First, draw a model. I don't need to draw a model. If you want to draw a model, please feel free to draw a model. I'm not going to count it wrong if you draw a model. I just need you to know how to combine the terms. P, once again, represents how many people are there. We don't know how many people are coming. But I know if they're going to be doing both things. They have to spend $5 to go through the Mammoth exhibit, and they have to spend $7 just to get into the museum itself. So how much do they spend per person? Well, then I'm just going to combine my 7 and my 5, and then I keep my P, because each person is going to be spending that amount. 7 plus 5 gives me 12. So I know that each person is going to spend $12 to go through both things at the museum for the exhibit. This says, if the cost of tickets to the exhibit were reduced to $3, write an expression for the new cost in dollars for P people to visit the museum and attend the exhibit. So if I know that it originally cost $12 per person, that's what that says, but I'm going to discount you by $3 per person, then I would start my expression as the 12p, which is the original, minus the discount of 3p. But all you and I would ever care about is, well, how much money are we spending? So the simplified new expression would just be 9p. Each person would be spending $9 to go through the museum and the exhibit. So 9p would be the expression that I would use to find that answer. A store receives tomatoes in boxes of 40 tomatoes each. About 4 tomatoes per box cannot be sold due to damage. The expression of 40b minus 4b. So the b is how many boxes. We know there's 40 tomatoes in every box. We know that 4 of them are damaged. It gives the number of tomatoes that the store can sell from a shipment of B boxes, however many boxes they ordered. Simplify the expression by combining like terms. Are you finding out how many tomatoes the store is able to sell? Now, we don't care. We just need to know what the simplified expression is going to be. So I'm going to take my 40b minus 4b. It is like terms because they both have the variable of b. So 40 minus 4 gives me what? 36b. That is my answer right there. I showed my work because I set it up, and then my answer is 36b, and I'm good to go on. Each cheerleading uniform includes a shirt and a skirt. Shirts cost $12 each, and skirts cost $18 each. The expression of 12U plus 18U. So a U is just a unit. If I have to order for the entire cheerleading squad, I need to know how many units of shirts and skirts that I need. It represents the cost of dollars of buying U's or uniforms. Simplify the expression by combining like terms. So I have 12U and 18U. That is showing my work because I set up the math problem I need to do. My variables are the same. They are like terms. So I'm going to put the numbers together. Bing, bang, boom. 12 plus 18. I know it's 30U. I have answered the question. No math work to do. A shop sells vases holding 9 red roses and 6 white roses. The expression of 9V, how many vases, plus 6V. So the 9 red roses, the 6 white roses, each are in the vase. Represents the total number of roses needed for VE vases. Simplify the expression by combining like terms. So I have my original expression of 9V plus 6V. I'm going to put them together because the V's, the variables are the same. I am going to add those together. 9 plus 6 is 15. So I know my simplified expression is 15V. That, once again, is my answer. That, my friends, is your lesson. 12 and a half minutes to get through it. If you take your notes and follow along, should be pretty easy. Your assignment is, I believe, 9 questions, if I remember correctly. Once again, you should have plenty of time to get it done. Plenty of time to watch the video 3 or 4 times if you need to understand it and take your notes. And then you have time to do your Moby Max Math or any other assignments that need to be done. If you have any questions after you've watched the video and taken your notes, please come and ask. Should be pretty easy for every single one.